I gotta say, this week's episode of Boruto was pretty funny. Episode 290, it was hilarious, the presence of Eida and the Uzumaki family as a whole. Because when we first get the episode started, like, Nishi obviously, like, he's just 24/7 watching Boruto and Kawaki like a hawk. And while Nishi, he actually just goes underappreciated because this man, like, is willing to sacrifice his time, his personal time to make sure the entirety of the village is safe and letting the team know what is up and what anything is happening with Boruto, Kawaki, or anyone else who was involved in killing Shiki. And I think that got to be applauded. And despite his weakness, he's still willing to step up to the job. And while Kawaki, on the other hand, he's kind of thinking about keeping away from Konoha, which we do see. While it's so fun. It's so cute and wholesome seeing how like Himawari she already sleep presumably going to sleep early to wake up for the academy days while Kawaki watching over her and while Kawaki taking out a trap. We see he not watching the little romantic show or whatever that was while Naruto obviously sleeping from his duty of being a Hokage. Boruto dicking around playing video game. While Kawaki, he is more serious. He's not like engaging in this. He's not really engaging with any of the people there. He's just trying to figure out a way how to escape. And it was pretty clever how he's taking out the trash, trying to go inside the bush, create a shadow clone, go inside the bathroom, and then once she didn't notice, he actually decides to leave. I thought it was pretty clever how he actually managed to figure that out on the spot. Like the fact that he actually I mean, granted, Kawaki has more experience with karma more than Boruto, but he is such a quick learner with everything karma related. It is just so fascinating how, like, even someone like Ida recognizes that it's a trick. Erasing your own present is a trick that comes to all of Suki, but to be able to figure it out yourself, even though you're not like a full bred of Suki mind and soul, like someone like the Shiki is pretty impressive feat. And for Boruto, he obviously realizes that something is awry, so that Kawaki is not really here, and just his chakra is in the bathroom. The bathroom is just a fake, and Naruto obviously doesn't believe his son because he realized, no, no, no. Nishi, he is the pro. He is the GOAT. He knows that Kawaki's here. And Naruto decided to take a leap of faith and goes inside the bathroom. And Kawaki, he decides to rebuild the trick up his sleeve that actually was a shadow clone. And Boruto, on the other hand, he was trying his hardest to get his father to actually engage in the action and actually to follow him. But Naruto was saying, you have to stay here, we got this. We are all of Konoha, we can all get this together. And speaking of Konoha and someone like Amando, I thought it was very fascinating how like, he is just yeah, like Amando's still suspicious from what we see from Shikamaru. He still believes that Amando had this master plan, that he expected all of this to occur, and that he has a plan, a secret agendas at play. Which I mean, I kind of understand because it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense that he didn't expect Code to come because I mean someone like Code like he's pretty damn strong and he I mean and Amando obviously knows that Code needs the limiters removed, so he obviously needs to go to Konoha to be able to wipe everyone out and get the limiter removed. And for Mondo not to expect that, I was kind of surprised. And for Shidobaru, it was kind of funny to me when he actually suggested the idea that Code is just depressed and he just wanted to forget about the whole situation, forgot his whole revenge was even a thing when he was just farther away from the truth. And it was just so hilarious seeing how Shikamaru actually was joking around with the Mondo, because Shikamaru always doesn't really joke all that often, but seeing him joke with someone he doesn't really know that well, it was still a funny sight to see. And for someone like Kawaki, it was fascinating how like he always tried to do stuff his own way. And it was so fascinating how someone like Boruto, he was so concerned about Kawaki leaving and how Kako could potentially come to beat this threat. And Code obviously recognizes that Kawaki is out on his own thanks to Eida, and Code straight up just go straight to Konoha, try to battle Kawaki one on one, and obviously he cannot get the permission to kill, otherwise Eida and Daemon will probably kill him in return. And for someone like Code, to someone Code to not kill Kawaki despite him being the main factor in defeating Ishiki, it shows a large amount of restraint on Code's part and the amount of influence that Ida had on Code. It was just so hilarious to me seeing how Kawaki was just bagging Code, despite the fact that Kawaki hates Code and Ishiki. He hates them so much, but for him to actually beg Code to not hurt the Hokage, to actually sacrifice himself instead of the other people surrounding him, the other people that he actually had a bond with, I thought that was cool. But Code didn't take too kindly into that, saying how you were once upon a time the vessel of Shiki. You shouldn't be below this mortal coil. You shouldn't be doing something that's beneath your standard, your status as a former vessel. And it was just so crazy to me how he still has respect for Shiki to this significant degree. And it was just so hilarious seeing how Code. I really like the direction of Code. How like he still hates Kawaki so aggressively, but he still has agendas that he needs to accomplish. He still has certain connections that he wants to be favorable. Like he still wants to be on good terms with Ida, so that's why he brings Kawaki to Ida. And I thought it was interesting that like he would have to go to give in to Kawaki's demand. Actually, Kawaki actually negotiating with Ida because on this part with Code. Code could was saying how his plan is to develop the divine tree and destroy all life on Earth. Now, Boruto comes in at the last minute to stop Kawaki from meeting Ida, but I think that was kind of a dumb play because I mean either way we already know the time skip is not favorable for Boruto whatsoever. Kawaki turned to the dark side, but had Kawaki actually been able to meet Ida without any interruption or intrusion, who's to say that Kawaki couldn't have been able to convince Daemon or Ida to work for him and betray Code and the Code dead. And for some Momoshiki, I mean, what is Momoshiki gonna do? He can't really do a whole lot, especially by himself, because I mean, if it's just Momoshiki, all the others got that. They got that under control, and I feel like that would have been the smart play because we already know that Ida he would not have killed Kawaki, like no matter what. Like I don't care what you say, she would not have killed Kawaki, and I think it would have been reasonable for Kawaki to have a bond with Ida, given that they can have an actual normal relationship. But of course, Boruto being that the guy he is and being the original person that he is, they don't know what's on the other side of that zipper. Who's on the other side of that zipper? The person who controlling Code, quote unquote. And I get that it's a risky proposition, but it's not really all that good that what you're doing right now because no Code at this point at time you just cannot defeat. I'm just being real with you. Like a Boruto 1v1 against Code, it's just not that favorable and odd. And for someone like Kawaki, I mean, he took a beating from Code because he does not have the karma, and it was just so crazy to me how Boruto, despite him being weaker than Code, he looks so awesome. Seeing how he actually wants to save his brother, he realizes that how much Kawaki wants to save how he realized how much Kawaki wants to save Naruto, but he still wants to protect everyone, including Kawaki. And I just think it was just so awesome. Like basically, Ida's reaction to Boruto was basically my reaction. It was just basically he makes him feel like a badass. Seeing how. But Boruto is shaping up to be a real badass, similar to Naruto in the Shippuden days, and I'm actually here for it. It was actually so excited to see. And if you read the manga, you already know what's about to happen, and I'm just so excited to see how all of that could occur in to the episode. Cause when those episodes occur, we about to see some really nice animation, I presume, and it's just going to be nice to see how this all develops. Because seeing the tension being from Bunny with the interaction with Ida, Boruto, and Nishi to being more serious to Boruto Kawaki potentially dying, or Konoha potentially getting annihilated. It's just so interesting that like they have a good balance of comedy and actual life threatening powers here, and it's just so fascinating to see how all of this is going to develop. But regardless, let me know your thoughts on the episode as a whole, and I'll see you guys on next one.